stories and gratitude and something about Michael that you want to share. And originally we limited it to a strict 60 seconds because we anticipated everybody wanting to speak. So we have a little more time if you'd like to take 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm going to gently, if you're going on and on and on, I'm going to just gently remind you just to be mindful that there are other people who want to speak and you want to hear what they want to say. So I have the bell, so I will gently ring the bell. So I support you all in speaking spontaneously from your heart and listening from the heart and being present with these words. And at the end, I'm going to call people's names because we have people in a certain order, and we're going to start with some family members. And then at the end, I'll say we have some more space if anyone wants to come on in and say something, all right?
What if you're not on the list?
Then you tell me right now when I put you on the list. Paula. Do you want to be? Okay. Do you want to be third? Sorry, there's the family reserve spaces. Okay, and then anyone else, just at the end, I'll say we have some more time, depending on if you have more time. So you have another opportunity. Okay. Sandy.
I'm going to see if I can do this without completely sobbing. But I should be the first because she keeps talking about the bell, and my name is sandydibbellhope, so it's completely appropriate that I should be the beginning. I am Kate's mother, and I am Michael's mother-in-law. And as I was trying to think of what I wanted to say, I think the main thing I want to say about Michael is that I only knew Michael in one tiny slice of his life, but it was a very important slice. I did not know him as an activist, as a professor, as a Marxist miracle worker. I did not know him in that way. I knew Michael as the man who loved my daughter Kate, and who loved Kate like no one has ever loved her, who saw her like no one saw her, who believed in her, who supported her, who helped her to grow from a young, beautiful woman to a beautiful person, wise in the world, strong, courageous, brave, and kind. And Michael was a major part of that. So for that, I will forever be grateful to Michael. And I know he was my son-in-law, but I never had a son. I had 2 beautiful daughters and beautiful stepdaughters and other wonderful sons-in-law who have opened and deepened my heart. But Michael made me feel like his mother, not his mother-in-law, and for that I was grateful. So I feel Michael's spirit here. I feel his blessing on us, his grace. And so I just want to thank him for the 25 years that he spent with us and our family. He was like a gentle wave, a gentle breeze, holding all of us. Bless you, Michael. Thank you, Kate.
Hello, I'm Beth. I'm Kate's sister, and I feel like I might sound like a broken record because what's in my heart is a lot of the same things that my mom just said, and I really just want to be brief and speak directly to Michael. And Michael
Thank you so much for loving Kate from the bottom of your heart and for wrapping your arms around her always. And for being such a rock for Kate and for her family. Just this calm light of groundedness and love. You are just loved, Michael. You are loved, Michael, and you will be forever. Thank you, Michael. I love you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Go for it.
Hi, my name is Paulapederson, and I'm the sister-in-law. I'm a sister-in-law to Michael, and through marriage. My father is David Camp, who married Sandy, so I got the benefit of getting sisters, which I never had in my life and always wanted. But my story is kind of funny. So I first met Michael in November, Thanksgiving of 2005. My brother was getting married, and my father had started dating this woman. I don't know if they'd been dating for a full year, but this was going to be my first time meeting the woman that my father was dating and to attend my brother's wedding. So we came out and we had Thanksgiving dinner. And after Thanksgiving, you have to understand, I come from, at that time I came from, I would have come from South Dakota. I was living in South Dakota, but I grew up in Danville and Livermore, and I went to San Francisco State, and I was a liberal Democrat, and I was a public defender, and I went to Howard University, and I was, although I didn't carry a lot of cards and do a lot of protesting, that was my bent. And that was kind of known in the DiBellhope, Dorman, Greencounter, McAvoy family. So after Thanksgiving, the movie Good Luck and Good Night was playing at the movie theater, and the kids said, let's go to the movies, and I was not married at the time. So it was Kate and Michael and Beth and Roger, and they took me out to watch this movie. And the most interesting part of the evening, and I remember this really well because my father, for those of you who don't know Sandy's husband, he was a nuclear physicist who worked at the Lawrence Livermore lab, and Kate was, you know, he's like a bomb maker. And, you know, you've heard Michael's history, you've heard those essays and things that he wrote about the bomb makers and the bomb droppers, so, you know, so they weren't sure about their really loving free spirit mom dating bomb maker. But they knew that I was like maybe cool because I was a public defender and I went to Howard University, I went to this black school and I protested a little bit and I spoke Japanese and I seemed kind of cool. So the funny part was, and some of them don't remember this, but Michael did, because the other day, the last time I saw Michael, we mentioned it and Michael says, I remember that. On the way back from the movie, we were talking, and I got like the third degree. But it wasn't the third degree about me. It was like, so what'd your dad think when you wanted to become a public defender? And what did your dad think when you went to like a black school? When you're growing up, did you have a lot of physical, political debate with your dad? So what they were kind of doing was they were kind of going around to figure out, how does your dad like handle like progressive, liberal, Democrat, revolutionary politics? You know, was he good enough for our mom? And it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I loved my two sisters and my two brother-in-laws immediately. And my last communication with Michael was he would send me emails. He'd send me Osprey videos, and he would send me emails about some of his history and a couple of times, you know, some new college stuff, because he talked about new college and how, because I was in San Francisco in the 90s, and so he was working on a documentary, and I didn't know enough about him. I'm really glad to be here because I'm learning so much about him, because I think that he's super cool, and if I was younger, I wish I was at New College. I wish he'd been my teacher, but so those of you that knew him in that way, you're very lucky, but I love him and I love Kate. too. So, thank you for being part of my life.
And he never was a bomb maker.
But he wasn't. He was in nuclear energy, but still there was that, you know.
Well, even if he was, he couldn't stay.